to Amigos Down on the podcast. My name's Doug. I'm joined here with Seb.
Yo, yo.
Usual. And
How are you, Dougie?
Yeah, not too bad, right?
Yeah.
And again, unfortunately, we're missing our third guy.
Yeah.
Mr. AJ. He's not here today.
He's off sick. We'll say he's off sick today.
Yeah, he will
Let's
be.
just say that.
He will be. After.
I'm calling alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, probably. And just like last week, we have a guest host today. Our guest host is Fub.
Fubby.
Yo, yo.
Welcome.
So he's our second guest on the podcast.
You say guest
Yes.
host, but I can tell you right now, Adrian's not coming back.
I like the confidence.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
it's
good. Well, we have another guest
Yes.
here today. We've got to learn a little bit more about, and that's Romano. Romano, how you going?
Not too bad, guys. How you going?
Welcome, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Doing well. How you doing, man?
I can't complain. I had to come and here to see what all the fuss was about. I saw the Facebook post,
Yeah.
Insta post, and I had to come see it.
And you can be honest, you were let down, were you? A little bit.
yeah. Because all this amateur work. that we've got here.
Well, how long have we? Hang on, it's been at least an hour of technical difficulties before we could start. But as always, our fearless leader here, Doug, Mr. Doug, got it going. Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
By
Yeah.
pure luck, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but as you heard, Amigos Down Under podcast. So please make sure you like, follow, share, etc., etc., etc. Not just on Instagram, but we're also on Facebook now, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get your podcast from. Like, share, listen, follow, plug us. And as I keep fucking saying, people, the more you do it, the less the less you have to wait between podcasts, the more we can put out there, and the less we got to work, really, because then we can just do this full time.
Yeah, frees up some space, right, to
Yeah.
be able to do more.
To get
Add
drunk
more.
and talk shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and more
fuck.
value.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna take Adrian's lead on this one.
Mm.
There you go.
We got some drinks that we gotta
Oh,
Yeah.
open
yeah.
up.
Please do. Romano, what are we drinking?
What do you guys have there? Let's go.
We have a Foster's
Foster's.
beer, which
Oh.
I think I haven't had in like 15 years. But
15 years.
There you
It's
go.
probably-
Crack it open right on the
Just
mic.
said-
Right on the mic there for
Bob's
us.
got the same thing, so
Yeah.
he hasn't tried it yet on the show. So
not on the show. I've
Yeah.
had this probably when I was not of age.
So 12?
Yeah,
Go on,
that
crack it
probably.
open. There we go. All right, cheers. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Actually, I need a top up. Thank you.
cheers,
Gentlemen,
boys.
As always, cheers or salut.
salute.
Yep. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tell
Yeah.
us what you
It's
think.
nice and cold. It's cold enough. All right, Bobby's gone,
it's us. It's us, man.
but not good
You
us.
don't like it?
nah.
I'd rather go siphon a freaking car and drink that.
Oh, man.
Oh, we can organise that.
What about Romano? Nothing? No?
Look, it's all right. It's similar to like a VB or
Yeah.
that type of beer.
Yeah,
but
just wouldn't go buy it, right?
Yeah.
Nah. No way.
I said when I started, I was like, it's like a in between VB and new, but shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we got here? What's this? What
Oh,
am I
so
drinking?
Dougie, so this is the one that I purchased at Audi, but because it was about $40-50 lower than everywhere else. But it's
Yeah.
the Glenfiddich, which is a one of my favorites, and Doug, I know one of your favorites, and it's the IPA Experiment. And I'll tell you what, fuck me, it's good.
It's so warm.
It's good,
Yeah,
eh?
it's so warm.
Yeah, that's because I peed in yours.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
I can taste that
so you
acidity.
guys get the IPA scotch.
Yeah,
And you guys
And
get
you
the
give
fucking
us-
Fosters.
Foster's. So who's hang on, who's guest host? Yeah, that's right.
After today,
Yeah. Well,
you're not going to see Adrian
Well, he
again.
took
so
he took the fancy chair. He didn't even give it to the to the guest. Sorry, and obviously the guest, our guest friend over here. Sorry, bro, but hey,
it's got to prove himself.
hang on. It's a gold top, and what does it say up there? Premium quality. Come on, only the best for our
Yeah.
guests. There you go. Look at that. It's
Foster's number one exported beer.
yeah. It's what is it? It's the tuna that John West rejects.
Yeah.
That makes John West the best. Yeah, only the best for our guests.
Yeah. So you don't rate it at all, Romano?
No, look, I to be honest, I would not buy it, but I would never buy it. So.
But look, hey, it's Aussie, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I assume so.
All right, guys. So, what's everyone been up to?
For me, same old shit, I guess. Yeah, it's been a bit busy. Got some stuff going on. I don't want to say too much, but we got some stuff going on and some big news that might be coming up in the next few months. But we'll wait a little bit for that. We've got my reasons. But yeah, other than that, same old shit. What about you, Dougie?
Nothing much, man. Just the same old drag, right? Going to work. Well, working from home or going to work and
Yeah.
recovering again from sickness. Still got that nagging cough that
Yeah,
just doesn't go
I'll-
away here and there. But
I could hear you before, yeah.
yeah, besides that, not too bad. Romano, how you going?
Oh, look, I can't complain. Life's going well.
Yeah.
Well, there's some exciting news with you. I mean, it's 8 months in the
Yeah.
longer than 8 months in the making, but it's 8 months. What happened about 8 months ago, roughly?
Oh, I had a baby girl.
Ah, beautiful.
Awesome.
Change
And
your life,
she
right?
is beautiful.
She's
She's beautiful.
For a little
Yeah.
baby, she's so cute.
She's cute, man.
Just like a daddy.
Yeah.
Just like a daddy. That's right.
Yeah, I was going to say 100% takes after dad.
Oh, look, it definitely a life changer.
Yeah.
You know, everyone says you're never going to be ready for it, and the first few months were absolutely horrible.
You can say
Why? Elaborate. I don't have kids.
Nah,
so I don't
just
know.
just the no sleeping, you know, the tantrums, you know, all that stuff. Like it just gets to
Yeah, but what about your kid?
Yeah.
We're talking about your kid right now.
So you didn't sleep you through tantrums. What about your missus and your kid?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, nice.
So look, it's tough, but yeah, eventually you just sort of work it out. Like,
Yeah.
like you're forced to. Like,
Yeah.
what else can you do? Just chuck the baby out? You can't do that.
Yeah, push your buttons, man.
Yeah, man, it's hard. But hey, it's good, yeah? You've seen the rewards. Like you were the proud dad, bro. What were you doing when we asked you? What did you do straight away? What did you do? What did you
Of
grab?
course. You get the camera out.
Yeah.
The photos.
Yeah.
You show the photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate.
That's the top
That
stuff.
that proudness in your face, bro. Everyone could see it here. Everyone was smiling and loving life,
Oh,
man.
man,
It's
yeah.
gorgeous.
absolutely.
Absolutely
It's
gorgeous.
been a few years that we've all known each other now, right? With
Yeah.
Romano.
Yeah.
So it's always good to see.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
It's awesome.
you know, we might have been friends since we were kids, but partied, we've hung
Yeah.
out a lot. So
Yeah.
it's always good to see that. It's
Yeah,
always good to
that's
see, you know, families happy and new ones getting born.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your little one's been born in Australia, right?
She's
But this
Aussie.
podcast is about you, our guest. So what's your background, my friend?
Oh, so I'm a bit of a fruitcake.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So on my mum's side, Fijian Indian. Dad's side, Italian.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So a bit of
Yeah.
a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you born?
I was born in Blacktown.
So
Blacktown.
So Blacktown
Aussie, yeah.
Hospital.
Yeah.
So back when Blacktown wasn't as expensive as it is now. Now you need to be really rich to live in Blacktown.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Who would have thought of that 20 years ago?
Everything's changing, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
St. Mary's, look at St. Mary's.
No,
You laugh at anyone that lived there back in the day.
yeah.
You'd be like, oh, ew.
That's true.
But with that, so how'd they meet then? Your parents?
Look, I think it was back in those days, like in the 80s.
Mm.
You know, so it was a different time, different world.
Yep.
My parents, I think they met at a fruit shop, which was
Bullshit.
which is like the typical. That's
Yeah.
where my dad worked.
Yeah,
He
of
was
course you did. I was going to say, did your dad work at the fruit shop?
he was a fruitologist.
Yeah, there you go.
So-
Yeah.
Nice.
No,
Did he have did he have a lot of concrete? Can I just say that? Does he water his concrete, or did he water his concrete?
oh yeah,
Being
like,
Italian.
It was always
Yeah.
it's the typical stereotypical Italian,
Yeah.
and my mum was the standard stereotypical Indian.
No, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
nice. Do you know when they both migrated to Australia?
Dad was like early 80s, and mum was like late 80s.
Late 80s. Yeah, nice, man.
With that, right? Like you've got obviously Italian. Dad, I'm assuming he speaks Italian,
Yes,
and Mum speaks Indian.
she speaks Hindi, yeah, and English.
Yeah, there you go. And do you know any of them, or do you understand them? Do
Yeah,
you
so I speak Hindi fully.
bullshit.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
100%. Yeah.
No way.
So Hindi fully, Italian probably like maybe 30%.
Yeah.
I actually know more like when people speak it,
Yeah.
I understand a lot of
Right,
it.
yeah,
But just
okay.
me speaking it, it's a bit tough.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad, I find that weird. But
What's that,
everybody,
man?
like my family as well, like
Yeah.
everyone, like you can understand it 110%.
Mm.
Every single word in Spanish, for example, with
Yeah.
us.
Depends which.
But my
nationality
brother-
they're speaking.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
but
but yeah.
like
No,
they
yeah.
understand it 100%.
Yeah.
Ask them to speak us a word of it.
Yeah. I reckon that's more
No
a
chance.
confidence thing too, though.
Yeah.
Like I reckon it's I don't want
Confidence
to
and
sound like a
practice, right?
dickhead. Yeah, and yeah, practice. Yeah, because your first go to, like if what you're used to is say English, but you do know a second language, like you know Italian, right? You can understand Italian. So if I'm here saying stuff to you in Italian, your first instinct's going to be what I'm comfortable with and how I'll respond to you. English.
But
yeah.
I can't make that connection. I can't understand. I can't grasp that. How you can understand it, but then can't replicate it when you're speaking.
Yeah, fair enough.
You said you speak Hindi more
Not so much more, but just to different families.
to different families.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Did your mum speak Hindi more than your dad?
yeah, well,
Speak less Italian?
my grandma also grew up with me as well.
Okay.
Ah, there you go.
Dad doesn't speak English, so
Yeah.
that's sort of how it translated down.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So
Alright.
did you learn Hindi or Italian first, or you learn English first? Can you remember that, or do you know the stories behind that?
I reckon it'd be a mix.
Yeah, bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
How'd you go in school?
What do you mean, like English?
I think what Seb's trying to ask you, did you get it yourself?
No.
Fuck you.
You didn't go yourself?
All right,
No,
you know what? I'm
yourself?
going to leave. Fuck, this. Fuck you all. Whatever. Here's
Yeah,
all the
'cause,
way.
this guy was born here too.
Yeah, shut
up. He was in year, so it's what, year 6?
Shut up, idiot. Year 5.
Wasn't it year 9?
or whatever.
Last week I graduated. I'm at year 6 level reading. No, yeah. So you don't really remember struggling with English back in the day in primary school?
No, not really. Like English was, everyone speaks English here, so it's not really.
Oh, look at me.
All right, yeah. Fuck me, yeah.
It's standard, right?
Standard English, yeah.
Any siblings?
Yes, I have one sister,
One sister? Older or younger?
younger.
Younger than you? Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Is she
Yeah,
like
that's
you in the sense of that she speaks more Hindu than she does anything else?
Yeah, well, she speaks English and Hindi
Oh,
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Italian, same as you?
Italian, not so much,
Mm.
but more Hindi. Like she knows it for sure.
Oh, the Italian's getting no love tonight.
Yeah,
I know, hey.
well, they didn't make the World Cup.
Oh, there you go.
The last one.
Twice in a row.
Yeah. Oh, bullshit. Really? I don't even know that much.
Yeah.
What? Was your dad spewing?
Man, I was spewing,
Oh, bullshit.
like I was
Puppy's
watching
just
it,
choking on his drink there.
and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, it's not a World Cup without Italy in the World Cup. Like,
Look, I'll
You know?
be honest with you. It's pretty shocking.
yeah, it was shocking.
It's pretty shocking. And I mean, look, it's a World Cup. While you wanted smaller teams to sort of progress and try to make it, bring something to the World Cup, you have to have the main teams. Man. You have to have your Brazils, your Italians, your Germany. You know,
I'm not
you
gonna
have
lie,
to.
it
I
was
don't know.
pretty shocking. Like, I was happy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to our guest, but fuck yeah. I was actually, when I heard it, I don't really follow football. I'll call it football because that's what it should be called. I don't really follow football or what you would call soccer in Australia. But the World Cup, obviously, I think everybody in some degree that likes sport will follow it a little bit. But when I fucking saw Italy was out, I was so happy. I'm not gonna lie, I was happy.
Oh, look,
Sorry, bro.
like the 2006 World Cup, like the way that the Italians played, the Germans played, the Brazilians played. Man, you watched every single game. Like,
Yeah, man.
Like the games were beautiful.
Mint.
Yeah.
It was mint.
Mint.
Like,
Yeah,
like
because
they were
all
world
quality
class.
stars, right?
All quality stars.
That
and-
was a shit World Cup anyway. Uruguay didn't make it.
I wonder why. Have you ever been to other country that your parents are from?
Yes, so I've been to Italy many times. Everyone,
Yeah.
when you grow up early in your 20s, you go to Europe.
Yeah,
So I had to go via Milan and Rome and all that.
Mm.
In terms of Fiji, yeah, I've been to Fiji a few times.
Yeah.
They're just two very different worlds.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking oath it would be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So give us I guess a comparison, let's say, to when you just explain that, like two different worlds.
So, what did you like in Italy the most? And then what did you like in India the most? Right? And then compare the
Fiji.
two. Fiji, sorry.
Yeah.
And then compare the two.
Yeah. Well, look, I think Italy had all like the churches,
Yeah.
all the Roman Empire. You can
Full
see
history.
it, the full history.
Oh, man, beautiful history.
Whereas Fiji, completely different.
Yeah.
Like that stuff basically is not there.
Yeah. It was just like sun and drinks.
Yeah, just sun, beach, like sugarcane. That's
Yeah.
all there is.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
not much there.
What's it called?
Kava.
Kava. Yeah. Do you have
Kava.
that?
100%, yeah.
Can you just, because I've heard about it, right? But what is that? Like it's an alcoholic drink, is it or not?
It's basically like it's a plant, and
Yeah.
you get the roots,
Yeah.
and the roots you grind them up, and then you mix it with water. It's basically like a dirty type of water.
Yeah.
Then you drink it, and it has sort of the alcoholic effects of alcohol.
Yeah.
It gets you drunk, and then it also has the impacts of cocaine.
Bullshit.
So like your throat will get numb,
Mm.
your face will get numb. Yeah, and it's completely legal as well.
That's fucking mad.
So you can buy it from the Fijian shops in
Yeah.
Sydney, like
Yeah.
in Blacktown.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Asking for a mate. Can you give me the address?
So that's another thing we need to try on the show.
There we go.
And are they open now?
I'll be back.
Do you have a lot of family in Fiji or Italy? Do you have much family?
Yeah, so on both sides of the globe, the Indian side's very big as well. They, I think on my mum's side there's like 13 aunties and uncles.
Wow.
Wow.
Shit.
And then on my dad's side there's 3.
Hmm.
So the mum's side a lot more. Like I have 65 first cousins.
Oh, wow.
But
Like literally,
but who's
my
counting,
uncles-
right?
Hang on. Wait. Say it again.
65 first cousins.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. So like I got one uncle that's got 8 kids, for example.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Obviously, no TV in the bedroom.
What were you
Nothing
saying? What were you saying about throwing one kid through the
else.
window?
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Imagine
Well,
that.
you run out of fucking windows, wouldn't you?
All
Keep
right.
replacing it.
Well, that's like me. I think my parents both they're from big families as well. I don't think I've got 64, but I've got quite a lot of first cousins both here and in El Salvador. So
Yeah.
big family is big family, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that's
different
huge.
world,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
back then as well. Like it's a different time.
Yeah.
Mm.
A lot of people, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
especially
Contraception and shit. Yeah, I'm serious though. It didn't happen really.
100%,
Yeah.
especially
in the poorer
in
countries.
the poorer countries,
Yeah.
it doesn't really happen.
No, you're right,
doesn't
mate,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen much at all.
What about here? Do you have a lot of family in Australia?
I do. Like, they're more spread around the
Yeah.
different states. So like
Okay.
in Melbourne, in Brisbane.
Yeah.
So just sort of like spread everywhere. Close by, I have aunties and uncles. Like,
Yeah.
they're not my mum's brothers and sisters, but
Yep.
still, like, they're still cousins. They're still family.
That's the one thing that you find is pretty like on par with every nationality, right? Is that you consider people that are close to your parents, auntie and uncle. We've touched on this before in different podcasts.
Yeah, even your
episodes.
own.
Yeah.
When we-
Even my own, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's true. There's that respecting there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you? So you've been Fiji. You've been. I'm sorry, I may have misheard, but you've been to Fiji. You've been to Italy.
Yep.
Been to India?
I haven't been to India yet.
Oh, so I was going to say, is it on the list?
Definitely on the list.
Yeah, right.
I really
Yeah.
want to go check it out one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have family there as well?
I probably do.
You
To be
probably-
honest,
you
I
don't
just
know.
probably don't
Who
know.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But majority of your generation, like your mum's side, is all Fijian.
Or Fijian Indian.
Fijian
Fijian
Indian,
Indian.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But-
Are you close to it? Like, do you speak to your 475 cousins? Or
I have them on Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I speak to them every now and
So
then.
you've reached the maximum of friends, basically.
Yeah.
Just with cousins.
I have too many Facebook messages, man.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah. Just put them all on mute, bro.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
any standout memories that you have here from
Childhood memories, I reckon.
Yeah,
More
we'll
so.
Reckon
start childhood
yeah,
memories.
go
Anything.
from beginning to end.
Oh, look, I think definitely growing up in Australia, especially in the western suburbs,
Yeah.
it's changed a lot from what it used to be. And I think there was a lot more multiculturalism back when I was growing up.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
man.
in terms of races and cultures, like, I think a lot more people used to mix.
Blend in.
They used to blend
Yeah,
in,
man.
Like,
100%.
you had this crew, you had that crew, and everyone sort of got along.
Yeah.
But I think now things have changed, especially, people get really hung up on things that have happened in the past, for whatever reason. And those connections, I don't think, aren't as solid as they used to be
Yeah.
back 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was Blacktown like growing up back in the day? Because it, like you said before, it's very different to what it is today. Like, very.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, it was definitely different. Like, in terms of, I always used to call it the ghetto, which it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thing that really changed Blacktown was, I think, when they built the shopping centre, when
Yep.
they upgraded that.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
like 2003,
2004 or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Thereabouts.
and that just
West
Point.
Point.
West Point. West Point.
Yeah.
West Point.
once that happened, then it just sort of completely changed the
Yeah.
area, and then things have just exponentially have gone up. Buildings, people, different cultures, everything.
I lived in this area in 2003, and I do recall West Point beforehand.
Yep.
My grandfather used to take me to West Point, and it was just that little old area, just the one section, double level, I think it was. And then when I lived in this area, I remember seeing that massive hole when they're expanding it, and I'm like, man, this is going to be crazy. And yeah, like West Point is huge.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's
So-
quite underrated for such a big
Oh,
shopping
it's
centre.
it's
Yeah.
massive. The problem that we have now that we're facing is the area code wars that's happening.
Ah, shit.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So was it like that back in the day? Was that around?
Yeah, look, I think it was, and as you sort of moved more away from the city, it got probably progressively a bit worse. But in saying that, it's all changed. Like, even I went to Mount Druitt yesterday, and they've just opened like a level 4 food precinct. And when I walked in there,
Yeah, that's nice.
I couldn't believe where I
Yeah.
was.
I know, it doesn't look like Mount Druitt, right?
We were
Yeah.
talking about that, eh? How
Yeah.
good is it, man?
It was so good. And I
How
was
good
like,
is it to see?
Just to give you a little context on that, it's these areas out like far west. I'd say we're pretty far west, right?
Yeah, we're west. I call us west
This
from the
is west,
city.
yeah.
West.
Well, it didn't have a good rap. Let's
No.
be honest. And
No,
like
fuck no.
No.
like so, you got your Penrith down to say Bankstown, right? It's all pretty. It wasn't a nice. Like, it wasn't thought of as a nice place to live in, right? I bought in St Mary's, for example, and I was a bit iffy when I bought too. But
Yeah.
that was the only place that I could really buy away from where I grew up.
Yeah.
But it's changed, man. The areas are changing. We've got the airport
Yeah.
coming up. We've got infrastructure everywhere. We've got
Yeah.
a new light rail system coming in. So it's changed for the
Upgrade to
it's
the railway
so
station
much
there at
better. Yeah,
Smary's.
so much
And
better.
remember, you got to say St Mary's, probably Smary's. There's no T in it.
Oh,
Smary's.
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 Smary's. Yeah.
Romano, as you were growing up, Italian friends, Fijian friends, like, did you diversify a lot in school and things like that?
To be honest, I was known as Switzerland. So I was
neutral.
I was neutral.
Yeah,
So
neutral.
I used to get along with all the different cultures,
yeah.
all the different
Okay.
crews, just because I was basically neutral.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
different religions, different cultures, all that type of stuff, and So look, it worked. It worked as well
Yeah.
because the network of friends as well was a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Because I used to get in with all the different
Yeah, why not?
crews.
Well,
Mr. Switzerland.
you touched, Mr. Switzerland over here. We touched. Well, that might be the title of his podcast.
Yeah,
Mr.
there we go.
Switzerland.
Mr.
Yeah.
Switzerland.
Yeah, so you spoke about your schooling and whatnot. How was that growing up? Like, I mean, I'm assuming you did most of your schooling in the Blacktown area.
Yeah, so I was mostly Blacktown,
Yep.
Marion,
Yep.
Type of area. Look, to be honest, it was pretty good.
Yeah, multicultural.
Very very multicultural.
Very, yeah.
And and it wasn't as bad as everyone
Yeah,
Yeah.
says it's going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the schools were fine.
yeah,
The teachers were good. The students were good.
yeah.
It's like
But
it's
when
another
you
place to live.
grow up out this way, and it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Really,
100%.
with what you were saying just then, you just triggered a bit of a memory with me. When I was about 18 with a few high school mates, it was our first road trip, right? So we had licenses and whatnot, and we did a road trip up the F1 when it used to be called the F1.
Yeah,
I had my 91 EA Falcon with a bunch of mates.
Jeez.
Drove up the F1 doing 90 k's an hour on the 110
Petrol
zone.
guzzler over there.
Yeah, no, it was petrol gas. So I'd chuck in,
Oh,
I'd
put
get
a converter
800.
in.
I'd get 800
Fancy.
k's. I get 800 k's. He had the gas tank in the boot, so you lost half your boot. And we went up, right, and one of our mates, Kyle, he was trying to tune a chick from the northern beaches, and she bring all her mates, right? So we literally went and stayed at this fucking 2-star cabin place. It was a piece of shit. So anyway, we go there. Next night, we go to a club. Her ex-boyfriend's there, right? So it was 5 of us, and he was there with 10 of his mates. And we're like, fuck, man. This guy's one are going to go. They got 2-1. We're going to get fucked up here. They shit themselves because the girls go, oh, yeah, they're from St. Mary's, from Colleton, from Mount Druitt way. They fucking...
You got the rep.
Bro, they were there. They saw us, right? We staunched up. They all fucking left. And I was like, they would have belted us, bro. They were huge. They were
just by the
rugby
name of the
players and
suburbs.
shit. But fuck, yeah. And I was like, well, fuck yeah, walk away.
Northern
That's it.
bitches.
But I'm telling you, man, it had just an example of that bad rep.
Yep.
They would have killed us, I reckon. One of our mates won, probably because he did boxing, so he would have been all right. But the rest of us, we probably would have got fucking pumped. But because they thought, oh, they're from West, mate, they dropped nuts.
100%.
They were, and as I said, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Unless you want to have a go, then yeah, I'll stop it.
But let's be honest, it did have a bad rep.
Yeah.
Out this way, it had a really bad rep.
Gang fights,
Nah, look, if you
Stabbings.
it's like anywhere you go
shankings.
in the world. If you go look for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
If you want to be a smart ass to anyone, then obviously someone's gonna, give you a black eye. But if you stay to yourself and don't piss anyone else off, then you'll be fine.
Stay Switzerland, bro.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane
in your
or
lane.
in between the lane. Yeah, Switzerland, right in the middle.
Your schooling was in Blacktown, Marion. That's primary. Or was that same high school
That's
all the way through?
all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Was there a difference? Did you find a difference between primary school and high school?
The only difference I really found was I was going to an all boys school,
Okay.
and then I transitioned to
Co-ed.
co-ed,
Yeah.
and that was a big change. Because
Okay.
what I noticed as well, like with the all boys school, all the boys, everyone's having a good time, laughing, the jokes,
Yeah.
Pushing in the hallway,
Yeah.
just
Sack wax.
Yeah,
Remember
just
the sack wax?
just stupid
yeah.
things like that, right?
Yeah.
Dumbest shit in the world.
Dumbest shit in the world. As soon as we went to the co-ed school, all the boys are trying to impress the girls.
Yeah, of course.
And they're all
Yeah, right.
whipped.
Yeah.
They're all whipped.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
just changed the dynamic.
They started,
completely.
putting cologne on and deodorant, brushing their teeth.
What decade was this? 90s?
It would have been in the 90s, yeah.
And 90s
And
and
then 2000s would have been high school.
When did you finish high school?
06.
You fish in 06.
Mhm.
Fuck, you're so much younger than all of us.
Yeah, definitely. 06.
Wow.
Oh, he's only 2 years younger than me.
Boy, yeah, but
Call
you're
yourself
younger
old,
than
bro.
all of us. Too.
Shut up, cut. Call yourself old.
Yeah.
So
Well,
was it?
Yeah, you know what? Sorry, man. Just to cut you off real quick there.
Yeah.
He is 2 years younger, but yeah, I think the baby stressed him a little bit. He looks a bit older now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I've
At the
never
moment.
seen him look better in my life.
Nah, yeah,
He's
I'm kidding.
glowing.
I can
bro.
find one. You
He's
actually
clear.
lost a bit of weight too, bro. I forgot to mention that to you. You have, haven't you?
Yeah.
You have. You
Yeah.
have. Yeah. Sorry, Doug. You go on.
I forgot what I was
You
going
lost
to
it.
say.
Yeah, because
I
you're
lost it.
mesmerized by his
Yeah.
trim body.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Until he punches that Foster. How you going with that Foster's actually? How far, Richard?
I'm struggling with shit.
Do you remember your question, Doug, or not? Oh, can we cut in a little bit while you think of that to
go,
pour
cut
him
in,
pour
that's
him a
fine.
shot? All right, let's
All right.
pass it over here, Doug.
right.
There's a story behind this, Dougie. What is it?
So this was a birthday present for my wife, and she's kind enough to share it.
Oh,
share
yeah,
it with us.
very much so. I was like, don't drink it all. She's like, you mean my present? I went, oh, shit, my bad.
The less than 3/4 that are left.
Yeah. So this is Dwayne Johnson's Terramana Tequila de Reposado,
AKA The Rock.
and
Oh,
as you guys know from last episode, I'm not a fan of tequila, but this was the only tequila that I was willing to give it a chance. At the moment, we're shotting it. You're
Yep.
not really meant to shoot this. You're meant to sip it on ice.
I was literally like putting my belt around my arm to put it in my vein. You're shooting it up.
But this is a really, really nice drop. But yeah, here we go, guys. I'm sure this is the first time
Salud.
all of you guys have tried this.
yeah, absolutely.
Salud.
Well, we'll
Cheers.
cheers this one to little Ava.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
also, before we do, how would you say salud or cheers or whatever in Hindi?
They don't really drink. So
Okay. What about
That's
Italian?
true.
Salud.
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 Yeah.
All right. So look
Salute.
to your daughter.
Yes,
Salud.
beautiful.
There you go.
And your beautiful wife.
Yeah, definitely.
And beautiful you.
That's not bad at all, man.
Oh, that was actually nice.
I don't mind
Wow,
tequila.
that-
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that was good. So
I heard it wasn't good, but you know what? That's good.
No, it's nice.
I can't fault
Telling
that.
you, that
Terramana.
on ice,
Like sip it like scotch.
it changes. Yeah, sip it like scotch,
okay.
and it becomes sweet.
No.
And I swear to God,
Oh,
it's
well, I
so
wish
sweet.
I'd known that before. How'd you go, Romano? What do you reckon?
Beautiful.
Beautiful?
But, I'm a big fan of tequila as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So-
do. I do
Yeah,
know that.
I
I
love
love your tequila, but this man, he drinks some fine fucking
so
tequila.
so what do you
that's for
reckon? So this is the first time you're trying this, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yep.
It is pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually really enjoying it.
Sure. Much better than that Foster's.
Oh, mate.
He's still sitting on that Foster's. We won't be offended
There's
if you
no
don't drink
pressure, bro.
it. Dad
There's
said
no
don't drink it. That's why I said just want to open one can. But and you're sipping on the scotch over there too, hey, my friend?
Yes.
Yeah, the
scotch is
IPA.
beautiful
What do you
too.
think of the scotch, actually?
Not too bad.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad, yeah.
Not bad at all. Yeah. When you have scotch, what do you have?
I usually have the Glenfiddich as well,
12?
but the green bottle.
Yeah,
12 year.
12.
12 year.
12
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. That's sort of my go-to.
Me too.
Like, especially if it's on sale, I'll grab 2 bottles straight off the bat.
100%.
And they'll be gone in a week.
$72.99 at Ben Murphy's
Yeah.
instead of $95.
Bro, I remember I was buying them like 6-8 weeks ago. Oh, maybe a little bit more. $60 to $65. And when it was like that, I was like 2 bottles, bang, straight off the bat. 100%. Sorry, Fab.
No, sorry. I got a question that isn't on the spreadsheet,
Don't
But
worry about
that-
that. Bro,
but-
I mentioned the spreadsheet.
but it's asked every episode so far. How do you know all of us?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
So I
What's the
know
connection?
a friend of mine that I went
there
to
you
primary
go.
school with,
Okay, yep.
and he likes to have his parties, especially pool parties at his house.
Yeah, beautiful
And
house.
that's how I got to know the rest of the crew. And
yeah.
you know, over the last few years of partying, ever since COVID or before COVID,
Yeah, it was before. Yeah,
Yeah.
Before
just
COVID.
before.
Yeah, it was before COVID.
before
sure.
COVID.
Just so we won't mention his name, we'll just say him or his or whatever. How long have you known him?
I actually went to primary school with him.
No way.
So I met him in 1994.
wow,
Wow.
bro, that's a long time.
So I've known him for
Now you're brothers.
Is that
right?
from
30s.
from
30s.
kindergarten?
From kindergarten. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
yeah, bro. He's a good bloke, eh?
He's a good bloke.
Ah, he's one of the
man.
best.
He's one of the best
He's
blokes
one of
I've
the
ever met.
best.
He really is. Yeah.
Shout out to
You know
you know who you are.
Yeah, well, his wife listens, so she'll
Okay.
pass it on.
She'll pass on.
She'll pass it on.
Fair
Yeah. But good bloke, and same as you. Like, I reckon if you weren't a fucking legend, because you are, I don't think he would have like
Yeah, he
introduced
wouldn't have-
you to us and vice versa.
100%.
Because as you know,
Yeah.
with his friends and families, he like once you're there, he treats you like
Oh,
his own.
you're
Like,
you're in 100%.
he'll give you the shirt off his back.
Nah, you're in
and
100%.
you strike me as the same type of bloke. You really do. So, but anyway, that's enough. You know, sucking your dick and pissing in your pocket. Oh, there's an Aussie saying. There you go. There's mine for the. I'm cutting ahead, but yeah, pissing in your pocket. That's my one.
All right. I was going to ask you. Okay, we haven't spoken about this at all in any of the episodes. All right. When you got your license to drive, what was your first car?
I had it was a Mazda 121.
Oh, wow.
It was like,
121.
I had a
it was,
Mazda
it was like a
626.
square.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
remember those,
Yeah.
man.
I had a square one, right? And then I had a mate at school that had
Yeah.
exactly the same one, but so I had a green one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he had like a light green one. I had a dark
Yeah.
green one.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we were like the two Mazda 121 guys that had the license, and we'd drive all over the place, like
Yeah.
everywhere.
You do like 1-to-1
Now-
car meets.
How was it back in the day? But because it's very different now that we're older. Obviously, we're all working, we've all got money. But were you the type of driver that was like, yeah, we can go for a cruise, or you call your mates up, yeah, cruise, but $10 petrol.
Oh, look,
I need the $10 petrol.
oh, look, at that point in time, no one was working, so
Yeah.
you had to put money into it.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Bro, I remember, like, I dead set remember going, "Oi, man, I need a lift, bro. I got no petrol. Hang on. I'll call you back." Yeah, I go, "Mum, Dad, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I need some money." All right, no, he's $20. All right, oh bro, I'll give you $10 petrol. I had mates that would put, because you could set the $10.
Yes, yeah.
But they go, no, because
$10 and two.
boom, $10
Yeah,
and
yeah.
2 cents.
you pay cash.
Yeah.
It rounds down.
Yeah, that's right. Now it's fucking down.
What do you mean? I
man.
do that now.
To this day, I still remember that every
Yeah.
time I'm filling up. I don't know if you guys, do you do the whole hose, like pour it in and shake that thing
Every
like
single
I
drop.
can't-
every fucking drop? Bro. I swear to God, I deep throw that thing, suck it out and spit it back in the fucking petrol tank.
I can't
I
tell
shake
you.
it just like I go to the
Yeah.
toilet.
Yeah.
If you shake it more than twice while you're playing with it, you know
Ah,
that,
okay.
right?
Oh, I shake it.
Nah,
at least
I
five
remember,
times.
man, to this day, if it goes to 0.3 cents, I crack the shits.
Yeah, but if you're paying cash,
Yeah, but I pay with
Yeah,
card, bro.
yeah.
Who pays with cash these days?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. We all get fucked over. See? So,
yeah, it doesn't matter now.
guys out there, kids out there especially, go and take cash out before you fill up.
Yeah.
And pay it cash because you'll save that 0.2 cents. And look, you're good with numbers. Well, what do you reckon? What's your rough estimate there, Mr. Romano?
That's at least a free tank of fuel. For
there
the
you
year.
go.
Yeah, easily.
In one lifetime.
lifetime.
If you live to 130.
All right, I'll go to Fab. Fab, what was your first car when you got your license?
My first car would have been the Mazda 66. And
66.
that was that used to turn off while I was driving. While I was driving. While driving.
Hang
I
on.
can't tell you how many accidents I was got in.
So there was a 121. There was a, was it a 232 or
There's a
323?
323.
And then 626.
626.
So that's why they went Mazda 2, Mazda 3,
The Mazda 6.
and Mazda 6.
Yeah, that's the changeover. Yeah.
Yeah. So and there was the Mazda 3 SP23. Is that right?
The one with the turbo.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
turbo one.
So I had, well, it wasn't my first car, but I had a 323 SP23 as my second car.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm driving at the moment. Thanks to a loan car because mine died.
But mine wasn't a hatchback. Mine was a sedan.
Sedan, yeah, same. Sedan, yeah. What was your first car, Dougie?
So my first car was my parents' car. It was a 79 Cortina.
79
79 Cortina.
Cortina.
Wow.
4-cylinder. Now that car
That would go,
was an adventure.
bro.
That was a tank. All right. So
Literally.
that car, just like Fub, man, the adventures I had on that car. So there's a road near where I grew up. No, when I started driving in the Bosley Park area. There's called Mimosa Road and Smithwood Road. So that T section.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And that intersection is pretty busy.
Nuts, yeah.
Yeah.
And the car turned off right in the middle of that T section. All right. Now, this is a 79. Okay. I had to choke it. To start
Bullshit.
it.
Oh, it had the fucking
had the choke.
choker. Bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
wow.
And did you have to hit the accelerator
I
too?
had to
Pump the
gas it up.
Had
Had
to
to pump
gas
the
it up.
gas
And then,
and trying to turn it on and go. So I was there. Oh, okay. Look, it felt like ages. You know, you stop and you're panicking because you're in the middle of a T section. It felt like ages, but I probably might be a minute to start it. That car, my sister was born is when we had that car.
fuck.
Would have been like,
79,
that's 87. That's 87.
Fuck, bro.
All right. I had it for 6 months.
Yeah.
I flooded the carburetor. Completely fucked the car up.
You know, we can tell all. Well, I don't have kids, so I'm gonna say my kids, but we would be telling your kids these stories
I mean-
every time, and they're not gonna believe us, bro.
Look,
Your car turned off while driving. What the
I'll
fuck?
tell you now.
Yeah,
All
and you
right.
had
struggles
to choke
were
it.
real.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you have to choke it?
What do you mean when somebody called the house, the internet turned off? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Bro, before the internet, someone wait a minute. You had a cord to the wall, and someone called you.
Yeah.
But see, so I had my one was I said before the 91 EA Falcon,
Yeah.
and I bought my parents' 2002 Toyota Camry station wagon. Right now, this thing, my kids knew about it because it was my mum's car. Right, this was the ones where it was luxury because it had front power windows. but the back ones were still the wind up, bro.
Yeah. Oh, the wind-up.
The wind up. So my
Even
kids,
that, bro,
when,
even that's
like,
gone.
They saw it. They sort of, oh yeah, it's because they call my mum Bubba, right? So Bubba's car, yeah. But they literally, like my young bloke, he'd be sitting, and he's a lefty, and he was sitting on the left side, and he'd wind, oh Dad, it's hard. I'm like, that's how you get strong, son. That's how you get strong.
Yeah.
You wind that fucker up, and you
Fucking
get
hurt
strong.
you.
And they fucking hated it, man. They hated the fact that they couldn't push down or pull
Yeah,
up
the
a
buttons.
button, and the window would do it automatically. They had to wind that fucker up.
But how times have changed, right? Because in that, so when my parents bought one of the cars when we were growing up, and they had the electric power windows, right? And I just press a button non-stop. My dad used
up
to,
and
my
down,
dad
up
used
and
to
down, up and
lose
down,
his
up
shit.
and down.
But my dad used to lose his shit. He's like, everything has a time limit. So if you press that enough times, it's gonna eventually break. So stop. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I mean?
motor, yeah.
But I was
Those
so
are some
pumped. And my dream growing up was like, I'm one day gonna own a car that has only power windows, and I'm gonna feel like a sick cunt.
Non-stop.
And I'm going to press the button as much times as I want.
All right, Romano, tell me this, right? Your
Yes.
old man being Italian, very similar to a Latin dad.
Yep.
Going on what Fabi just said, the window thing, lights in the bedroom. Tell me you haven't had a situation at least I don't know 100 times where you walk out of your room to go do a piss, and your dad walks down the hallway or whatever past your room, and your light's still on, and he switches the light
your
off.
parents.
100%.
But-
I do that now.
Yeah. Do you do the dad thing? Why all these fucking lights on? Why?
100%.
Every fucking day I do the same thing.
Yeah,
I've got
I
another
know
one.
that too, man.
I've got another one. And tell me that this doesn't happen to all of you. You cannot, under any circumstance, turn the light on in the car
Yeah.
while
What?
driving.
Do you still do that, Romano?
do
Look
that?
at him, he's nodding. He's
Bro,
nodding.
even now.
It's illegal
even now-
and I'll crash.
It's
But
a
even
distraction.
now, bro, even now, but it's that embedded into my head that even now, if I need to turn it off for a second, I'm shitting myself completely for no reason. Like this can't be on. This is so illegal right now.
I wonder why. Like,
I don't know.
It isn't illegal, but I wonder why. Like, it's just a.
but it's, everyone knows, right? Everyone's
it's
parents
just-
would have done it to them at some point.
It's just
Or-
passed down over generations, right? And you learn from your parents. It just so you just turn it on, quick, turn it off.
Or if you're driving and you don't know where you are exactly, you're
yeah.
uncomfortable in the area, you got to turn your radio
Oh,
down so you can
100%.
concentrate.
Literally, as you were saying that, I put my left hand out, everybody out there in podcast land,
Yeah.
and turned the dial to the left to turn the music down.
Yeah.
Just like when I'm parking, I do it now. But it's on the steering wheel.
You need to
On my
concentrate.
current car.
You
Yeah,
need
I
to
got to
concentrate.
turn that fucker down. Let's find a parking spot. Got to turn the volume down. Otherwise, I won't see the parking spot.
All right. So the reasoning for my question about our cars. So Romano, who taught you how to drive?
My mum taught me to how to
Your
drive.
mum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because she was a driving instructor.
Oh,
well, there
that's
you go.
great. That's
There you
awesome.
go.
So she had a lot of patience for you.
She did, but she also just let me do my thing. I
Yeah?
think. Yeah, because I used to get the shits as well. Because it's like, just let me drive. You know, just let me drive.
No, no, not at all. You would not with an Italian dad get the shits with someone telling you how to drive.
Did your dad ever teach you to jump in the car or teach you how to drive?
Yeah, he more so taught manual. So
Manual, okay.
like how to obviously, which doesn't really exist anymore either. The
Yeah,
stick
it's true.
shift.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I have an embarrassing. I find it embarrassing. Confession. If you were to say to me, yes or no, do you know how to drive manual? My answer would be no.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, bro.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, thank you.
That's,
Yeah. No,
um,
thanks, guys.
Can you please put your headphones down and walk away?
I
I'll
know how
drive
to
manual.
drive. I know how to drive manual, but I've never owned a manual car, so that practice obviously isn't there. But I know the basics.
Yeah.
I can bunny hop over as much as I can, But then as I'm driving, I can get it.
It's pretty pointless now, but really.
Yeah,
I mean,
but,
with traffic, let's be honest, there's traffic everywhere,
Who
right?
cares?
But driving a manual is actually annoying.
It's-
It
but-
gets
but-
annoying. It
But when
doesn't
you
get-
learn what you boys that know how to do it, when you learn once, you know how to do it. Yeah.
that's it.
Right. So my thing is, my old man said to me, because I said to him, I want to learn in a manual. What you just said is what he said to me. It's pointless. It's this. It's that. You're going to have an auto car anyway. Because if you know how to drive in a manual, you know how to drive no matter what. But nah. I'm not blaming him at all, but that's why I didn't learn. I just listened to my old man, as you do, unless you want a fucking belting.
But
Yeah. No, but you didn't need it.
And I
man,
never
honestly.
learned it. But you know what? It's something I'm spewing about because right now I'm in the market for a car, and when I go and to
That's when you
carsales.com,
know, yeah.
I go to automatic, and yes, there's much more automatics, but I've got to limit myself to automatics
As
because
opposed to, and manual's cheaper.
Yeah, manual's cheaper.
Manual's cheaper.
it is.
'Cause you're
But-
doing the
but
work.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's but like Romano said before, it's gonna eventually be completely obsolete.
Yeah, but as you said, it's like doing the work. So you're right, because having a wank is cheaper than going to a brothel. It's the same sort of thing, right? Because you're doing the work.
Romano, I was going to ask you. All right, so obviously your mum's was an instructor, so she had more patience. Did your dad have as much patience or less patience?
He also had patience, but
Or
not
did-
as much as my mum.
Yeah.
Did he hit you with a tomato?
No, my mum was the one that
Oh,
was
no way.
was the one that was the person doing the discipline,
Okay.
whereas my dad was more words.
He did the
Oh,
lecturing.
really?
Yeah.
All right.
Like
So,
I'm disappointed in you.
This is what I
Yeah.
want to ask you guys. So
Yeah.
your mum was more the physical, right?
Yeah.
What did you prefer, physical or the lecture?
Oh, look, they both had their part in basically disciplining me or getting angry at me.
Warfare.
Warfare, yeah. But I definitely listened to my mum more because of the physical aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Did you, as a kid, which I'm sure everybody has, but I just want to make sure, you go to your mum, or who was more strict, your mum or your dad?
My mum.
Mum.
Okay,
There
so
you
you
go,
go, you go to your mum, you ask her, oh, can I go to Fabian's house? After school, a couple of kids are going. She'd say no. Would you then go to your dad?
Oh, look, yeah, like in that
Yes,
circumstance,
yeah.
you would. Yeah,
I'd,
yeah.
I'd,
100%,
I'd go to my mum, and she'd say yes or no. But if she said no,
Get that.
I'd go to my dad.
Yeah.
And then they'd get into a fight.
You know what got me, man, and I don't know if it still happens these days because Lids and I also because you got phones too, so you like even if she's on one end, not that our house is big, but she's down there, I'm here, and I get a kid ask me something, I'll quickly text her and go, hey, young bloke asked this, I said this, just so you know. And if she reads her phone, we're on the same page. If she doesn't, well, we're not, vice versa. But Romano, I'm asking you, bro, did you go, righto, and ask mum. Mum goes, ask your dad. So you go and ask dad, and then dad goes, what'd your mother say? Said to ask you. I'll go ask her. Did you get that?
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
that 100% happened as well, especially
You
in my
just-
younger
you
days.
just walked
yeah.
around in a circle, didn't you?
No one wanted to make the call.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
I mean, it happens in my house to an extent because I know Lids goes, oh, what'd your dad say? Oh, he said to ask you. And then, okay, well, and then we go into a little, discussion, whatever. But
Fight.
yeah, no, it's not a fight.
Booking
Not
a
a fight.
town hall
Actually,
meeting.
You're
Yeah.
surprised, but I swear to God, I don't reckon it happens as much these days anymore as it used to happen, where it was like, go ask your mum now, or go ask your dad, whatever, and back and forth. And you just felt like a fucking idiot going back and forth. And then with me, you'd give up and you'd show some anger or, and then as soon as I did that,
Game over.
my dad, beg your pardon,
Yeah,
no.
so your parents fighting turned into your parents getting together and
Yeah.
fucking you up. Yeah.
fucking you up. Dad with the belt, mum with the fucking whatever she could grab. Romano's just nodding along.
I'm just agreeing.
Yeah, just nice.
I reckon his parents are going to be listening. He doesn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So, because we've spoken to a lot of Latin people, so we all kind of know the disciplinary side of a Latin culture. I just want to know the disciplinary side of Fijian Indian and Italian. So, how was that? What was
Yeah.
What extent did they go to?
Oh, they like my mum was the person basically enforcing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to be a little shit as well.
Yeah.
So skipping out on curfews, getting home late,
Yep.
doing all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And like if I were to get home late, the door wouldn't open.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's it.
just stay outside. Yeah,
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
that's cool.
yeah, that was only for a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
just
to
to
sweat you out a bit.
especially when I was a bit younger, I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna get in the house now. Like I really need to piss. Right?
Yeah.
But then so that type of stuff used to happen. But with school things, I didn't really get into trouble at school. But
Okay.
when I did get into trouble,
Nerd.
yeah, like my parents always backed the teachers.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did.
because they're the authority.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Which is, I suppose, I mean, you have to have some sort of respect there. You know what I mean? It's their job.
Has to happen.
So this is pretty much stock standard question that you're going to get. Sausage roll or meat pie?
meat pie.
Ah.
Always
You
meat
didn't
pie.
even think. You started answering before
Yeah,
you
he
finished, bro.
shook his
Jesus
head, bro,
Christ.
yeah.
You looked at me in disgust when I said sausage roll. I said, sir.
Yeah.
Meat pie for sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
And how do you eat it?
Straight with your
No,
mouth.
hold on. So everyone has had a different method.
Chili sauce.
Chili sauce.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I said Aussie meat pie, bro.
Yeah, chili.
Yeah, chili sauce. Yeah, nice.
All right, that's the first time that
Yeah.
that you
First
guys have
time I
had
ever
that on the show.
chili sauce on there.
And do you do anything specific? Do you put the sauce just on top? Do you like to penetrate the top and put it inside? Like how do you
just
do it with
smear
a
it on the
spoon?
top. Smear
Just
it on the top.
So smear it on top
That's
and
it.
just straight down.
Straight down.
Bang, just smear it on top and just bite into it.
That's it.
There you go, man. So you don't peel the top. No.
Who the hell peels the top?
There
of
you
a
go. He doesn't
fucking
listen to
pie?
the podcast.
No comment.
Yeah.
I completely dissect.
So
mine.
would that be the same situation if you were to cook a pie at home, put it in the oven, eat at home, same thing, just
Bang. In.
Same thing. 100%.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
the way it's
The
meant to
thing
be
is-
eaten then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I wish you guys could see his face. He's like, "Are you guys
Obviously.
fucking stupid?" He's literally holding his hand out like, "Going to use dumb or what?"
how else are you gonna eat it? Yeah.
I'm gonna go because you don't mind your drink. Like I know I know you prefer a fine drink,
Yeah.
and I love that about you too, bro. Because similar, like I mean, when it comes to beer, I guess you could say Ossified or cheaper.
Fiend.
Yeah, like two is new in a can,
Yeah.
or two is new on a schooner. Fucking love it. But when it comes to Scotch and all that, I'm a bit more upper class. Same as tequila.
Yeah.
And I learnt that from your mate and from obviously yourself. But when it comes to beer, if I was to throw beer at you, right, you drink it, obviously. Oh,
100%.
let's not say Foster's. But anyway, let's say I threw at you that grubby state up north of us, that disgusting state up there. And I'm saying this now because it's state of origin time, but 4X and then that other shitty state down south, VB, Victoria Bitter, and the beautiful state of New South Wales too is new. If you just had a pick of those three,
Yeah.
how would you rate them? 1, 2, 3.
So Newby first, obviously.
Love you. I love
Yeah.
you. Go on.
And then probably Queensland and then Melbourne.
So you go.
4X.
Ooh, you
4X
got
and then
4X.
VB.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll accept that. The fact that he said new first, I love you. But if you didn't have to pick them and you were to have, say, let's say an Aussie beer first, what would it be?
Aussie beer, like, I don't mind the Kosciuszko's.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
which are
cool.
decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one? The Newtowner.
Yeah.
Those
Okay,
ones,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And it just beer in general. What's your favorite go-to beer in general?
Just the Corona.
Yeah,
There you
buddy.
go. Lemon, lime, or just
Lime.
lime?
Lime.
Yep.
Have you ever had, all right, a Corona? So I got shown having a Corona, right? Yeah, obviously you chuck the lime or the lemon, whatever. Let's say lime in there. But then rimming, on the rim, put some salt. Have you ever had that?
Yes, I have, yeah.
It's not bad, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's
Ever had
not bad.
Yeah.
All right, mate. All right, look, I'm gonna organize a quiz for you.
Oh, nice.
And it's gonna be a little different than what we normally do. We normally say sayings and stuff like that. I'm gonna see how good marketing works as you were growing up.
Oh,
Right.
this I reckon he'll nail.
So you
this,
obviously
eh?
watch TV as you were growing up. So I'm gonna
Love it.
read out.
Sorry,
Love it.
love it. Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna read out ads with the 90s and 2000s. I'm just gonna read out the lyrics, right? Not in tune. I want to see if it triggers
Okay.
exactly that ad, right? We'll see how this goes. So it's the
I'm
first time we're doing this, so we'll see
I'm
how
excited for this.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
This is gonna be good.
for this.
it goes. All right. I'm gonna bleep out any like of the brand that's
Yep.
in there if it comes up.
Easy.
All right. I got a call from Mr. Pryor. He's bringing round a buyer. The kitchen looked a fright from the little do last
yeah.
night.
Yeah,
Although I felt quite sickly, I had to clean it quickly.
I know this.
With blank, I cleaned up every surface, blank, a breeze. Because it cut through tough as squeeze.
What's the name? I know the
The
name.
kitchen's sprinkly clean. And the buyer very keen. So thank you, blank.
Hang on. Yeah, I know. Can we gotta say it? No, I'm not gonna give away.
See.
Yeah.
Is it GIF?
No,
You're
it's
close.
all
You're
right,
close.
all right. So the middle part is N.
It's a cleaning product.
Yeah.
I can't remember the
Okay.
brand.
But I
Oh.
swear to God, you know this ad, bro.
Okay.
It's not what I think. If there's 3 words in it,
Brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll add it, the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a call from Mr. Breyer, who's bringing around a buyer. The kitchen looked a fright from the little do last night. I felt quite sickly. I had to clean real quickly. We spray and white all purpose.
Spray and white.
We clean
There you
with
go.
the
Spray and
right
wipe,
service.
spray and wipe.
Spray and white.
I was
Remember
thinking
that one?
But
Mr.
it triggered something, right?
Yeah.
It triggered
Mr.
something.
Sheen, I was
interesting.
thinking at one point.
Okay. Next one. It's a big ad. A very big ad.
It's a
yes.
beer ad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I know
a
which one
big
it is.
ad we're in.
Yeah.
City
yeah.
memory.
Yeah. It's this is a big
Yeah,
ad.
that's the one.
A real big ad.
Yeah.
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 All right. So this is.
Yeah. Yeah. What beer is it? I can't remember either.
I can't
My
believe
God,
how
it's-
big it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big ad. We're in Carlton Draft.
Yeah. There you go. I knew it was a.
It's one of them.
A real big ad.
Yeah, I remember that. Fuck yeah.
They
That
were
was
in
a
like
good
a
ad.
field with a. How good was that ad? Yeah.
Okay. Here's a classic. I like blank blank. Blank blank for me. I like it for dinner. I like it for tea.
Yeah, bro.
A
Come
little
on.
each day is a good recipe. I like.
Aeroplane jelly.
Yes.
Airplane
Come on, closer. Say it
jelly.
again.
Aeroplane jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
Like
Oh, yeah, you gotta come on, bro. You gotta try. You're like. I like blank. No, I like blank.
Nah,
blank.
he said that he was going to do it without the tone.
Nah,
I can't. I do it out of tone. It's just. It's a
monotone.
little bit harder, right? Okay. It's a chocolate bee or some giant alien flea, or look at a chocolate plane, or perhaps my sister's brain. And is that magic mountain stream? It's blank, 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 to be quite precise. And in just a few seconds, it turns into crackly chalk ice.
Picture spreading something
Oh, yeah, I know what it is.
that's
Is it?
liquidy.
I still
and
buy
then,
that
And
now.
then when it hits the
love
ice
Is it
cold,
the-
it turns
it
into
turns
rock.
hard?
It's
Yeah.
hard.
I know what it is. I can't
Yeah.
remember the name.
Ice magic.
Ice
Magic,
magic.
there you
Is
go.
it Cadbury? No, that's not
It's Cotty's.
Cotty's.
Ice Magic. I still
yeah.
buy that now. I actually
Fuck
have
yeah.
it. I bought it the other day. That is for me. I love it. That's my childhood thing. I'll always buy.
I
that.
actually hated
I buy the Cadbury. It might not be Cadbury. No, it's the same company, but it doesn't get hard. It's the normal one.
Doesn't
No,
get
just
hard.
like a fudge.
Yeah, the fudge.
Okay.
Oh,
Bro,
but
that is nuts, man.
That's like me every
You
night.
gotta
Doesn't
see
get hard.
you gotta see a doctor about that.
Romano, he's giggling. That's the
already
most
started.
we're gonna do him.
It's Scotch. It's Scotch.
Yeah, it's called whiskey dick.
I'll go one more. See what I can find here. So I'm gonna just put out a phone number. Okay, we'll see if you recall. This is 90s, right?
Oh, he
this
knows it.
phone number doesn't exist.
I already
anymore.
know it.
Same.
481
Pizza Hut.
11.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, but then it went into
9481.
9481.
Double one.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the 9 came in?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that, bro.
but
Because
I-
my number was 6043816, and then they put the 9 in there.
Mine was 6096629, and then it was 96096629. But let's go, bro. Favorite Aussie saying, Romano, you got anything? Anything at all?
Sorry, say again.
Favorite Aussie saying.
Oh, look. My favorite word is the word that starts with C.
Ah,
You can
yes.
say
What is that?
No, I'm not going to say
Cupcake.
it. Yeah,
Cupcake.
cupcake. So,
No, say it, bro.
I
You can say it.
usually use that word a lot, and probably too much.
So he's saying cunt.
No, hang on. No, it rhymes with munt.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Am I there?
Yeah.
Okay.
there.
Don't have one.
I don't really have one, no.
Can't think of one.
Nah, I
I've
can't
got a saying
Did you
here.
say cunt again?
Maybe.
Tell him he's dreaming.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And
Tell him
it's
he's dreaming.
also one of Australia's probably most popular movies as well, The Castle.
Mine's always like too easy.
Yeah, too easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Too
that's a
easy.
good one.
Easy as.
Easy as.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy, as. There you go,
Yeah.
man. Like, cause like even we had guests on and they go, oh, yeah, no, I can't remember one. It's like, oh, you just said one. Yeah, nah. That's an Aussie thing. Like you don't realize how Aussie you are
Yeah,
until it's pointed out. All right, I'm gonna throw an Aussie saying at you, and because and I'm not having a dig at you, but there's another Aussie saying a dig at you. I'm not having a go at you. There's another one. But all right, you don't listen to the podcast a lot, which is good because I can throw this one at you. I'm going to throw a scenario at you, all right? So you and me, we're driving down the street. I'm driving, you're in the passenger seat. I point to my right and I go, oh, check out old mate. He'd be spewing. He just had a blowout of his 3-plugger. What did I just say? Check out old mate.
Yeah.
He'd be spewing.
Yep.
He just had a blowout of his 3-plugger. What have I said?
3-plug. I don't know what a 3-plugger is. What, tire?
Nah.
No.
That's not-
Check. All right, break it down. Check out old mate. What's that?
Yeah, some guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some guy. There you go. He'd be spewing.
Upset? Yeah.
Yep. Well, there you go. He's breaking it down. He just had a blowout of his 3-plugger.
So break down what a blowout would be.
Like a tire blowout.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
or
yeah,
something
just
falling
something's
apart or
falling apart,
breaking.
whatever.
Yeah,
Popping,
is
yeah.
that what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of his 3-plugger.
What's this 3-plugger?
Well, you alluded to it before, where you say Americans call it what we would say a G-string.
Oh, okay. There's thongs.
The thongs.
Yeah.
Have you
Come
heard
out.
of a 3-plugger? You know
Yeah,
what a 3-plugger is, don't
It
you?
comes out, yeah.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
check it out, old mate. He'd be spewing out blow his 3-plugger.
Yeah,
No,
nice,
but yeah,
nice.
look, Mr. Romano, I must thank you. We call you Mr. Romano. We have alluded to your brilliant mind.
Yeah. We've touched on it a couple of times. It's
Yeah,
brilliant.
and you are a brilliant bloke, as we said. As I said, I'm not pissing in your pocket, man. You are a genuinely good bloke, and you're not on this podcast for this reason, but we want to do it because you're trustworthy, hardworking, and the big thing is, especially with a WOG background with us, is someone you can trust. Like it's like saying, a good mechanic. A good mechanic is a trustworthy mechanic. You, my friend, are a brilliant person that gives brilliant advice when it comes to numbers, when it comes to future-proofing yourself and whatnot. You're a jack of all trades when it comes to that. So your biggest thing is you're being an accountant. And what's
Yes.
the name of your business, my friend?
So the business name is Finance and Tax Consultants.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Which is very simple, FTC.
FTC.
It's a very generic name for
Yep.
that reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I specialize in especially is coming up with strategies for you to save tax and
Yep.
grow wealth.
Yep.
That's
it, man.
That's
and,
what I do.
And as I said, like you are genuinely honest. What I love about you when it comes to that is I can ring you whatever time, whatever day, and you will not only give amazing advice, but you will do it out of the goodness of your heart.
In the best interest of your client. Right?
Exactly, because you
100%.
literally, as you said to me numerous times, and you said before we even started this recording, was I wouldn't give you advice that I haven't tried myself. And I love that, man, because there's so many people out there that wouldn't do that. You literally live and breathe the advice you give. So FTC, so F for Fred, T for Tom, C for Charlie,
Yes.
consultants.
Yep.
And it's a jack of all because it's not just accounting, it's a bit of everything.
100%.
So
Yeah.
get in there.
Where do we find you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm on Instagram, obviously. So we'll share the link as well.
Not only that, you've got a lot of real estate experience as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
And look, let's call a spade, right?
Fuck right.
At the moment, majority of people are struggling
Yep.
with interest rates going
Yep.
up. You know, things are getting a bit
Yeah.
hard at the moment.
Yep.
Even for just advice doesn't mean that you have to
Yeah.
actually do what he says, but he might give you an
Yeah.
idea that you didn't have before.
Mhm.
You know, he'll point you in the right direction 100%.
We're not plugging just to plug. We're plugging because the bloke is genuine and he's going to help you 100%. So do yourself a
Thank you,
favor,
guys.
reach out FTC
Exactly.
all the way.
And that's why his name is Mr. Switzerland.
Exactly right. And
Yeah.
saying all that,
Yeah.
we get special discounts.
100%. I think maybe one day I'll come back as well, and we'll make it a bit more of a financy
Yes.
podcast.
100%.
People will have questions to ask.
Good idea.
I reckon that's
Definitely.
a brilliant idea.
That's
You know
a
what?
great
Let's
idea.
grow that. Let's literally throw it out there, especially around tax time. 15th of May, is that right? The cutoff?
No, so the 30th of June
Yep.
is the financial year ending.
Yep.
So I think everyone's going to rush to sort of get their tax returns done July, August.
Yeah.
But you have until 15th of May if you lodge with a tax agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Tax
man.
agent, specifically Mr. Romano over here.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Yeah, it doesn't steer you wrong. But thank you, boys. Make sure you reach out to us on our Instagram and Facebook page.
Yep.
Comments, queries, questions, complaints, concerns. If you have feedback for us, give it to us.
Oh, if you want to get in contact with Romano, hit us
Yeah,
up.
reach out to us. Yeah,
We'll
Thank you.
pass on all the
yeah,
details.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, if you have complaints and whatnot, send it to us because all we'll do is we'll just bag you on fucking the next episode and laugh at you. But
Yeah.
also, we'll take it on board. Not. Nah. But yeah, honestly, reach out. Whatever it is, who cares? Who gives a shit? But Amigos Down Under podcast, thank you for
Yeah.
listening.
Well-
Fabi, thank you for having us.
Anytime,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you for having me as a
Yeah,
fill-in.
thanks for filling in for what was his name
I
again?
forget,
What?
man.
Who?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think it starts with a B.
Can we
I
should
don't
change the name of the podcast to start again
know. Yeah.
without him.
Well,
Yeah.
he hasn't done much.
Nah,
but
look,
anyway.
I appreciate the call up.
No,
I was
thank
actually
you.
very excited when I got the
Yep.
the heads up for it.
No, thanks, man. Honestly, awesome having you. And I know for you, it was a massive, long trek to get here.
Oh, man.
At least
I
800
definitely-
meters.
I definitely would have.
Yeah.
I'd say 750, but yeah.
And thanks very much, Romano, for
Thank
sharing
you,
your
brother.
story, sharing
Thank
a
you,
bit of
guys.
insight about you.
Yeah.
And definitely, you won't be the last time you will be.
Oh,
here.
100%.
We'll definitely talk to you again. FTC.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. I'll see you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Thanks very much.
Thanks,
Catch
guys.
you later.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.